Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another video for y'all. Just want to chat with y'all, give y'all some motivation, give y'all some knowledge, and give y'all some information. This is another video dealing with the school system and grades, good grades versus bad grades. And this video is not going to be very long, but the way I'm gonna break this down and what I want to discuss with y'all is that if a student has had straight A's in school all their life, or if they made honor roll in school all their life, awesome, good work, great work. They're destined for success. And then some of them may end up doing something big with their life, and some of them may not be doing something big with their life. I mean, they had A's and B's in school all their life. They made straight A's in school all their life, and they ended up getting a regular job that they hate, working for someone programmed. And then like for a student that gets bad grades, they're programmed to think that they're not going to make it. They're programmed to think that they're not going to succeed. And some students are just, really lazy. And like I said, nobody is a failure in school, but just because nobody is a failure in school, does that mean that students should just be lazy and not do their work? No, you still have to try at the least. I mean, if you trying at the least and you doing what you can do and you still failing, you're not a failure. You're destined for success too, but they're programming you to make you think that you're not gonna make it that far because of your grades. They're programming you're programmed to think that by you having bad grades that you're not gonna have a bright future. School doesn't really prepare you for the future, unfortunately. Being in school, they don't teach you how to pay bills, they don't teach you how to pay taxes, they don't teach you none of that stuff. You don't really learn a lot of beneficial information. They teach you a bunch of information that's not even gonna be useful in your real life. But yeah, good grades versus bad grades. For students that get good grades and for students that get bad grades, both categories is destined for success. For the student that gets bad grades, I mean, the stuff that they're being taught in school more than likely don't have nothing to do with what they want to do. More than likely, they hate school. Some of them hate school with a passion, with a strong passion. I mean, like I said, you still gotta try at the least. And I also know that there's some people that made it through school that fell asleep in class every single day. You got some people that graduated from school and they stayed more at home than they did at school. Those type of people are still destined for success too. School is a place, I mean, school is a place for you to go to get taught a bunch of stuff that's not even gonna like be all that like useful in your real life. To tell you the truth, to be honest with you, like I said before, school is a waste of time. I mean, not trying to like be negative or anything, but nobody is a failure in school. And like I said, dropping out of high school is not something I recommend. It's not something that I encourage. It's not something that I influence. However, even if you a high school dropout, you're still destined for success. Nobody is a failure in school. Good grades, bad grades, both categories is destined for success. Every student is different. Some students may be a genius in the classroom. Some students may end up being a genius in real life instead of in the classroom. Some of them students that were straight A students all their life in school, they ended up becoming average people in real life because, again, school just doesn't I mean, by them being in school, it prepares them to be book smart, not all that much of street smart. You know what I mean? I mean, really, when you have like when you have like the basics down, like learning how to read, learning how to write, learning how to add, learning how to subtract, learning how to multiply, learning how to divide, you know, learning how to tell measurements and time, you're perfectly fine. But all the rest of that stuff, the sine, cosine, tangent, polynomials, factoring, trinomials, When you get out of high school, that stuff no longer becomes useful, and you're still destined for success. So yeah, good grades versus bad grades, both categories is destined for success because it's, school, it kind of seems that school kind of be taking away a kid's imagination, and a kid should be able to use their imagination no matter what. Just because a kid doesn't really get good grades, just because a kid has like academic weaknesses, they're still gifted. Let that kid use their imagination. They're destined for success, they're destined for greatness. All of them are. So yeah, good grades versus bad grades, both categories is destined for success. Like all the stuff that they learning in school, a lot of it is not even gonna matter in their real life. School is a waste of time. It's a scam. Again, not trying to be a bad role model or anything, but for us to be in school for like 12 years, and then like if you make a decision to go to college, that makes it another 4 years, which makes it 16. Like if we're being taught stuff, if we're being taught information that we're not gonna use, what's really the use? What's the point? And besides us not even using it, we don't even remember it. Now, I remember some stuff that I learned in school, but not a whole lot. Just like I remember learning about Thomas Jefferson writing the Declaration of Independence, stating that it's too late to apologize. And I also remember learning about the first five presidents: George Washington, John Adams, uh Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and James Monroe. Those were the first five presidents. They were a part of the founding fathers. And now when I was in school, social studies was a subject that I had a strong interest in. But some of the stuff that you learn in social studies is not even true. Just like when they talk about Christopher Columbus saying that he discovered America. No, you can't discover something when it already exists. And then they talk about Abraham Lincoln claiming that he wanted to end slavery. I mean, okay, slavery ended in 1865, but he believed that a Negro couldn't really be a leader. See, with these textbooks that they have in these with these textbooks, the information in these textbooks that they have in school, like some of this information is not really factual. You know what I mean? So yeah, good grades versus bad grades, both categories is destined for success. Don't let the school system make you think that you can't achieve anything, because you can. Hold your head up high and prove them teachers wrong. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share. Love y'all.